So who are my girls in the back that be using too much heat on their hair? Really, the health of your hair should come before the look of your hair. We just frying it all up like we in the kitchen. Where we can rock our curls, rock the fro. Our hair is like, we good. We nice and full. We don't need no more. We good. Don't think that you can't look fly with your natural hair, but intentionally taking your hair down and going through it and actually moisturizing. Look, I know that we got men at home sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You want a little cute for him. Hey you guys, my name is Ariana Janae and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 reasons why your hair might be staying at the same length, girl, or why your hair just won't grow, okay? Because I know we all out here trying to grow some long, thick, healthy hair, okay? And I know that we want that, but there's certain things you might need to be educated on or just get a different perspective on in order to grow your hair. So hopefully this video helps open your eyes and give you guys a new perspective on some things that might be keeping your hair at the same length. So just a little backstory for me, you guys. My hair has been pretty thick and kind of long, I guess you would say, for a little bit of time now. But if you guys have not noticed, the people that know me, my hair has not grown past a certain length for years. Like it's been, you know, down my back a little bit, but it hasn't really been past bra strap length. I want my hair to grow back down past my bra, and that hasn't happened since I was probably young, like real little. I don't know, middle school, probably way before high school, to be honest. You know, some of the things that messed up my hair over the years, whether it was heat damage, whether I was having a lot of breakage, a lot of shedding, I'm gonna be listing some things, y'all, that I actually typed up here. Look at all that. It's even more on the back. So every reason that I'm going to be listing in this segment here, you guys, are just things that I think might work for you. These are things that worked for me. These are things that might have worked for a lot of other people, because I have done some research and figured out that these are probably the main things that are more common for the reasons why your hair might not be growing. So don't take this, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you, okay? So just use the tips that you know will help you out, okay? Okay, you guys, so the first one I'm going to start with is having a poor diet and not drinking enough water. Okay, so this one is number one for me, because for me personally, I used to not drink a lot of water, you guys. Like no, I would rather have apple juice. I would rather have fruit juice. I mean, not soda, but I would definitely like to have a fruit juice, right? So I realized that, for one thing, I wasn't drinking enough water anyway for my skin, hair, nails, and skin anyway, for them to be healthy. But I realized that my hair definitely felt a lot more dry because I wasn't taking in that much water, okay? So what we have to understand is that our diet, what we ingest every single day, as well as how much water we're drinking, definitely plays a part into how healthy our hair is, how it looks, you know, and just how it feels to the touch. All of that matters, okay? So nobody's saying you have to have a super, you know, just straight veggies and fruits, no bread, no fried foods. It's just having the balance with your diet. That's what I think in general. I don't think people really even need to go on diets unless it's, you know, something serious, then yeah, go on the diet. But for a lifestyle, I don't think dieting is necessary. I think that we could just have a balance with what we intake every single day. And as long as you balance, you know, with your nutrients as well as some healthy fats, I believe that we can have some strong, healthy hair. The reason why, you know, retention of hair is little is because we're not making the hair follicles or the hair cuticles strong enough. So water intake increases blood flow. So when you're increasing your blood flow, blood carries what? Nutrients, oxygen, all types of things. So when you're carrying those things throughout your body, it's obviously gonna go through your scalp all the way through. Just keep going all the way through. That's how our body works. But if you're not drinking that much water, you're not gonna get that much blood flow to your brain. You're not gonna get that much blood flow to your scalp as much as you should. So that means that you're not going to get the nutrients that you should. Also, try to take vitamins, you guys. With this one, take your vitamins, especially when you know that you're probably not going to get all of your intake of nutrients within your diet, within the meals that you eat every single day. So take vitamins like vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin A through K, really. Like, we should be taking all of them, whether it's in a multivitamin, whether they're separated. These things are things that are helpful for us because of the fact that sometimes our body is deficient of certain vitamins for us to be able to grow our hair. And sometimes we don't know that unless we go take a blood test or something like that to be able to figure out if we're deficient in something. But without even needing to go take a blood test and do all that work, just go to the store, grab you some vitamins and start taking those every single day. Every single day. Take vitamins for hair growth, I'm telling you. So vitamins A through K. You can go and do your research on different hair vitamins as well, but I think just natural vitamins A through K is good for you. I mean, you can go the route of finding a brand that has a really good hair vitamin. I haven't yet found one. I just take regular vitamins, even biotin, that's a good one. Even collagen, that's a good vitamin to take, you guys. So just think of all of these things. You might be low on iron, that's also a good vitamin to take. So I'm just throwing out some different examples for you guys, but I believe that if you guys do some research on different vitamins that you guys can take home for your hair type, you know, you'll be able to grow your hair. So the second one I want to talk about is wearing too many styles that might be bringing way too much tension to your hair, such as braids, twists, locks, even some weaves, some wigs. If you know that your hair is tight, okay, that already can tell you that you're putting a lot of stress on your hair follicles, your hair cuticles, all of that. Your hair is being pulled out of your scalp for dear life. If that is happening to you, you cannot be doing that if you want to have long hair, okay? So I know we want to look cute. I know we want to have these cute styles. I definitely know we want it to last because we're not trying to pay no money and sit down for hours just for our hairstyle to be gone the next day. I understand that. But you have to understand that your health comes first. Literally, the health of your hair should come before the look of your hair. That's how we have to start looking at it, because of the fact that we're not gonna have no hair if we keep getting all these braids just giving us traction alopecia. That's what that's called, traction alopecia. So when you're literally all the braids, it look like, you know, you have a bald spot all the way up here and your hair starts back here. That's called traction alopecia. I work with it, you know, almost on a daily basis. I work for a dermatologist. So hair, nails, and skin are things that like I've been working with for the past 6 years, y'all. So I just know based off of experience, okay, and then done some research, done some studying, and just seen it from personal experience, you know. So I believe that if we stop putting so much tension on our hair, even buns and stuff, pulling your hair back so much, it might be causing your hair to break, whether that's in the middle, right? Because I know some of us have our crown and you pull your pull your ponytail apart and it's thinner in the middle, or you pull it apart and it's just barely anything there. It's all over the place, not that much hair on this side, longer hair on this side. So I would just definitely try to not put any tension on your hair follicles if you want it to grow, especially when your hair starts to get thinner and thinner. If you feel like your hair is starting to shed more, all those types of things, you got to stop doing those styles. You have to start wearing your hair naturally out in order for your hair to grow. That's one of the main things. Like, stop doing so many braids so much and let your hair be free and natural, without heat and without braids. Your hair by itself in a style. That's it. So the next one I want to talk about, you guys, is styling your hair way too often. So this is one of the things that I used to struggle with, is like, you know, you want to walk out the house, you don't want to have a bun in your hair the whole week. You don't want to have braids the entire week unless you got your hair done. But you don't want to have just regular braids the whole week. You want to take them out, wear your hair down, wear your hair half up, half down. You want to do all types of styles. But one of the things with that is way too much manipulation on the hair. Okay, manipulation meaning you're changing it up too much. You're touching it, you're putting pressure in it with the comb, brushing it all the time, every single day. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. One thing you gotta learn about curly hair is that we cannot do too much to it, especially if we want it to stay as curly as it is and long, thick, and healthy. I've said in my video before, one of my videos before, that there's a lot of girls that I know that gets their hair with heat on it like every 3 days, or gets new braids like every 3-4 days, and it's like, it's so much damage that it looks like to be to their hair. But of course, I'm not looking at it right here in my face for me to really be able to say that. But just knowing the amount of times that you're manipulating your hair, it shouldn't be every single day, because of the fact that you're not going to retain length if you're continuously pulling and putting pressure on your hair follicles that way. One of the things with me, you guys, is that I used to think that I had to wet my hair and slick it back every single day in some way, whether it was in a high ponytail, low ponytail. Like, I do it now just because it's way more beneficial for me to have my hair back, you know, for work. But when I'm off work, I try to take my hair down. I try not to wear my hair up too much, but I still do. I got to get out that habit. Just so that my hair can grow. So we all have things that we got to work on in order for, you know, us to reach that level. But start now. Start today. Like, literally look at yourself and be like, you know what? Let me take my hair down, let it rest. Let it breathe. Like, let your hair breathe, okay? Don't do too much to it, basically. So the fourth one I want to talk about, you guys, is using too much heat, okay? So who are my girls in the back that be using too much heat on their hair? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, okay? We all did it. We all did it. We all been there. I was there. I was there, okay? And then I took a 3-year hiatus. I think a 3.5 year hiatus on putting heat in my hair. And I was so excited. I was so happy. I actually did not even care for it. I didn't even remember how I felt after the 3.5 years of not having heat in my hair. It just, I don't know. I didn't really feel like I needed to put it back in. But I did because it was my birthday and I really wanted to, you know, be all fly. But you could be fly with your curly hair too. Don't think that you can't look fly with your natural hair. But let me tell you guys, too much heat in your hair, oh my gosh, it's just frying your follicles, frying your cuticles, frying your edges, frying your you know, the kitchen back here. We just frying it all up like we in the kitchen. The thing is, we can't be doing that. Even the blow drying with the heat on the blow dryer, that's also damaging, you guys. I know. You would think, oh my God, blow dryer. I know, a blow dryer. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's totally messing up your hair, dude. You know? You can't be doing that. The reason is, for our hair type, it's not even, I don't know whose hair type is meant to have that much hair, heat, actually. Because heat is not doing anything but literally damaging your hair every single time. There is no benefit to it. Like, there's no benefit that I have researched, that I have found, that I've ever heard of from putting heat in your hair besides what? It looks cute. It looks nice. It looks laid. That's about it. That's really it, y'all. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you guys want to have long, healthy, naturally curly hair where we can rock our curls, rock the fro, you know, then change it up and still have a healthy blowout, still have a healthy, you know, flat iron, and then it can still revert back to your natural curls. Can't wait till it's damaged. I mean, you can't wait till it's damaged and then cut it all off and start over. But you don't want to have to even get to the point to want to have to do a big chop. Don't wait to that point. Do it now. Get your healthy hair now so that you can have healthy hair when you get older, okay? And also, just with putting too much heat in your hair, I would say, you know, like for me, when I did my 3 years, but now I probably will straighten my hair maybe once or twice a year, okay? Once or twice a year. Because I don't need heat in my hair for me to feel like I have like a certain, like I feel like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, we feel like we're done. Like we're done up because now we're like a Barbie. Now we're this, now we're that. We don't have to put heat in our hair in order for us to feel beautiful about ourselves. So try to wear your hair natural way more, and then you will also see that your hair is growing. Okay, you guys, this fifth one that I'm about to say is something that I am still a little lazy doing, but I like to be honest with y'all because it's like we all in this grow together towards success, towards millions, okay? So we all gonna see each other grow. But listen, we have to deep condition our hair on a regular basis, you guys. Deep condition, not just regular conditioning, shampoo in the shower, you done. No, deep conditioning your hair, leaving that thing in for 45 minutes to an hour, okay? We have to dedicate that time in order for us to have moisturized, less frizzy, having less breakage, less shedding of our hair. Even when it's breaking off in the comb, it doesn't even need to do that much. When we're brushing it, it shouldn't have that much staying in the brush, because deep conditionings will take care of that, you guys. And I know that some people think that we have to deep condition it for hours on hours on hours, days on top of days on top of days. It's gonna be a lot of people on YouTube that have different opinions on that. But for me, in my opinion, for my hair to still be this long and how, you know, how it looks, I think it's beautiful, is from deep conditioning on a regular basis. I started doing that during my hair journey after I went natural, meaning no heat, for 3.5 years. I started deep conditioning my hair at least once a week. Once a week? Yes, ladies, once a week. You have to deep condition your hair way more than just once a month, you guys, because deep conditioning gets, like it says, deeper into your follicles. It really will penetrate as long as you're using, first of all, the right conditioner, the deep conditioner that you need. You have to use the right one for your hair type. Know which one will penetrate your hair follicles in order to moisturize your hair. And also, we don't need to have the deep conditioner in for too long. One of the things you want to know is that our hair has a moisture threshold. That means once our hair gets to that certain threshold, it's not gonna drink no more water. It ain't taking no more moisture. So all the time that we be spending with our hair just wrapped up in a bonnet or in the plastic cap all day, we don't need that. We don't need that. Our hair is like, we good. We nice and full. We don't need no more. We good. So that's what that's how I want y'all to know. I mean, I've seen it all the time, and I used to do it myself. Like, I would literally go to school with deep conditioner in my hair with it down curly, acting like I was like, acting like I put curl stuff in it. No, girl, that was deep conditioner. It was deep conditioner all day, okay? And then it starts to get hard at the end of the day. We don't need that. Y'all don't need that. Nobody need that, okay? But if it works for you, y'all do what works for you. I'm just here to let y'all know what works for me and what might work for you, okay? So just take it with a grain of salt. So the next one, number 6 that I want to talk about, you guys, is detangling your hair when it's dry. I've never been a person to actually do this because I just know how bad it would hurt. I used to be tender-headed, okay? So that's just some backstory on why I know that might have just not been a good thing for me, okay? But detangling our hair while it's dry, that is just a big no-no. Like, we have to put moisture in our hair before we put some tools in our hair, you guys. Before we start putting our fingers through it. Before we just start to feel something and we just start breaking it apart. I know we do it. I used to do it in class. I used to just start feeling my hair. I used to feel a little knot. I'm just start breaking it apart, pulling a little bitty knot out, flicking it. No! Okay? You are not going to retain any length by detangling your hair when it's dry because it's just going to break off. Like, it's not going to, moisture will help seal your hair back together. But all we're doing is just breaking it. It's just breaking, and then it tears. That's literally your hair follicle. Like, it's like this, okay? Just like that. And then it's breaking, pulling, and then it's pulled apart. So that's why our hair has dead ends, because that's literally how your hair looks. It's pulling itself apart, you guys. So try not to ever put a brush or a comb to your scalp without your hair being at least wet, you guys. And I don't mean, and that's another thing. For me personally, I wouldn't detangle your hair with just water. I would put some type of product in it, some type of slipping product, a detangler. Use conditioner. You know, if you would like to just detangle your hair, at least put conditioner on it. Even if you don't have water, put conditioner on it. Put some type of agent that's going to help smooth the hair so that when you put the tools inside of your hair, it's not going to be just, you know, breaking your hair off that easily, because it will break and it will continue to get shorter. You'll have spots in your hair where your hair might be long on one side and shorter on the other just because of that. So we can't be lazy. I know sometimes you want to run in and out with our hair. If you want to have thick, long hair, know you're going to have some thick, long problems, okay? Now, you're going to have to put in some work, y'all, for real. Like, it's not easy to retain length, but it is easy to take care of your hair once it gets to a state of being healthy. That's what I will say. Once you get your hair to a state of being healthy, it's going to be a lot easier for you, okay? All right, you guys, so number 7 is not moisturizing our hair enough and actually our ends enough, okay? One of the things with black hair is that we need to moisturize our ends. The reason being is because our hair is curly or our hair is very wavy, whatever it is. That means that the oil needs to travel all the way around the roller coaster. If it stops up here, the rest of your hair is not going to get moisturized. It's not going to get oiled. That's why we specifically have to literally go to the ends of our hair and moisturize them, okay? Like I said, the reason being is because it's not going to be able to reach to that area sometimes because of how curly our hair is, okay? So, and also our hair needs to stay moisturized, especially as black people. Majority of us, you know, I wouldn't say majority because I haven't done no research on how many black people are dry and how many black people aren't really dry. But a lot of us need to have more moisture because we have more dry skin. Skin is on our scalp too. So we have dry skin on our scalp. How are we gonna have healthy hair growing through a dry scalp? That means we have to be moisturizing our scalp, moisturizing our or oiling our hair. Some really good oils that are good for hair growth will be obviously black castor oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, argan oil. I know that those specific oils definitely help with making your hair follicles stronger, as well as retaining length, and as well as growing your hair. We have to moisturize our hair at least 3 to 4 times a week. That's what I would say. So even if that's every other day, Monday, you know, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday, or just do 3 times a week, 3 days a week, at least moisturizing your hair. Intentionally taking your hair down and going through it and actually moisturizing it, not just pull it back in the ponytail, you just moisturize the end of the ponytail. We can't be lazy. It's a whole process. It's a journey, you guys. Like, it's a whole thing where it's like, for healthy hair to come about, we have to put in a lot of major work. We have to do a lot of changing to what we thought we knew might be good for our hair, just so we can see the good things that can happen to it. Okay, number 8 would be using the wrong products, you guys. So this is one of the things, this is one of the reasons why I made the video about why Black women hate their natural hair, is because we have to get educated on our hair type. We cannot assume that all of us as Black women have the same type of hair, okay? Because we don't. We do not. Some people's hair be real slick. It'd be like, girl, you know you mixed. Stop it. Stop playing with us. Them edges don't look black, girl. What? Them edges don't look black? Girl, you know I'm black, right? I'm black, right? So that's the thing. Like, we gonna automatically assume that just because somebody's hair is this way or somebody's hair is this way is because they're mixed or they're this. So this is the reason why I said that we have to get educated on our hair type, not just knowing, you know, about Black hair in general, but literally knowing your own hair and knowing how your hair works when it grows out of your scalp. Whether your hair likes a lot of water, where your hair doesn't like that much water, where your hair needs way more products, whether your hair needs less products because it'll be way down more. We have to be educated on our hair type to know these things, on what we need to even be going to the store buying. Because I know that we see Shea Moisture, we see Unjackies, we see Carol's Daughter, we see all these products that seem to work for the general body of women, but how do you know it might work for you? How do you know it doesn't work for you? So that's why we have to literally do research on our hair, do tests on our hair. I could make another video for you guys on porosity of hair, so that way you can probably literally know, based off of the tests in that video, what products might work for you, what type of products you need. You may need thicker creams, whether than, or you might need more oily products. You might need just different things, you guys. And so that's why I say sometimes we're using the wrong products for our hair. Sometimes we're using things that dry our hair out. If you put something in your hair, you know what I'm saying, and you see like, dang, it feels like it's dry already. It might be the wrong product that you're using, but sometimes we continue to use these things because that's all we know. And so that's okay if you don't know, but try to educate yourself on the things that you don't know, instead of just continuously saying, I don't know what to use, I don't know how to grow it, I don't know. We have the internet, we have Google, we have YouTube, like we just have every single thing in the world these days to be able to learn something, y'all. So go ahead and do your research so you can be able to learn what to do for your hair. And number 10 is not protecting your hair while you sleep, not protecting your hair while you walking around the house, okay? So I know that we got men at home sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You want a little cute for him. You ain't trying to look like you ready to go to bed every day. But baby, for my single girls, and even some of the women that's in relationships, just let your man know, baby, if you want this hair on the scalp, you need to wear something to protect these follicles, baby. Just let him know. He should understand if you like it. But anyway, y'all, to get serious, we have to protect our hair. One of the things with our hair is that it can get frizzy really fast. I know we already know that. We ain't trying to lay down right after we get our hair done, because what's gonna happen? Oh, we gonna have a hump in our hair. Oh, it's gonna be a bend in the curls. It's gonna be a bend in how straight it is. We don't want none of that. Okay, so that means that one thing I would do is wear a silk bonnet, and also change over to silk pillowcases. because cotton, nylon, all these different fabrics that we have all over our houses, our furniture, as well as even sometimes the clothes that we wear, sometimes can rub against our hair, make it frizzy, make it break, literally make it break, and things like that. So cotton, I've never slept on a cotton pillowcase unless it was at a hotel, but then even at hotels, I'll still bring my silk pillowcase. I bring a silk pillowcase, y'all, to hotel rooms because I'm not playing. But it's because seriously, like if I go to my bed right now, I'll show y'all, like I have a pillow slip that's silk because sometimes you might be lazy. I know, we ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do go to sleep and I don't have something on my head, but I got a silk pillowcase, baby. Okay, so we still good. But I would not try to be lazy and say, okay, just because I got a silk pillowcase, I don't need to wear that on my hair. Still wear something on your hair, ladies, because you want your, for one thing, when we're wearing our hair down, especially even if it's not in a ponytail, you're going to sleep and it's just all out and frizzy and crazy, your hair is gonna get tangled up, it's gonna get knotted, it's just gonna be all bad. So it's good to at least put a few, plaits in your hair, even if you want to go to bed with your hair just naturally out. I would put some plaits up in that thing, okay? I would put like one little loose ponytail, very loose ponytail in the back of your hair, just so it can be all together. So your hair could be at one smooth transition, not here, just all over the place, okay? All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that these tips have helped you guys out. Please go ahead, like this video. If you guys have learned something, go ahead and share it with some sisters out there that might need to learn this information. And I hope you guys subscribe and stay tuned for more videos just like this. But anyways, again, my name is Ariana Janae, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys next time.